Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Fun Stuff. It is time for another really fun speed build here on Funland. But before we get started, don't forget to leave that like and subscribe and hit the notification bell because you never want to miss another episode of this. Getting right into it. I wanted to do something a little bit different and a little bit fun for this speed build. And I wanted to use a bunch of the new items because, let's face it, they are a lot of fun and there's a lot of different ways that we can use them. So I decided that I was really having a really good time with the cars. I love the cars and I didn't know exactly how to integrate them into the island other than, put them in somebody's yard as like a decorative car in a parking lot type deal. And then I got thinking parking lot, and then parking lot made me think car lot. And then I thought, how funny would it be to put in our very own used car lot? So that is exactly what we're putting in today. I thought how cute, how fun to use so many of the different items, the new items, to do a car lot. There are just so many things that can be used, that can be customized to make any car lot any way you want to. I'm doing a used car lot in particular because I wanted to do kind of one of those cheesy car lots you see, where almost like a junkyard car lot where you see the used car side on one side, which is, it's decent, there's some used cars, and on the other side there's that like parts place where you see kind of the junked cars that nobody wants, lots of tires sitting around, workbenches, cars that are being ripped apart, that kind of thing. And that's exactly what I'm trying to put in here, and I had a lot of fun coming up with this one and putting it together. Now, I'm not even close to this part of the build, but I want to throw it out there before I start. I wanted to put up really cool signage because used car lots have really cool signage. And the game has a lot of really neat new banners and storefront signs and half panels, which are awesome, that I wanted to utilize for this. But I couldn't find anything that said used cars and parts, so I made my own. Very simple, just black on white, but I just wanted to say in a perfect world, I would have really great artistic skills and it would show up just so much better. But I think, it works. When you see them put up, I think it works for what it is. I'm just saying my artistic skills. When it comes to doing this, it's like old school paint, not the greatest. And I couldn't find any used, I couldn't find any going online either that said what I wanted to say, which kind of gave me hope that maybe this is kind of a new idea and nobody's done it yet. I don't know. But like I said, I just had a lot of fun with it. I had an idea in my head. I wanted to roll with it. How could I use up some space, do something different? And this is what I came up with. So right there, that was just a whole lot of pathing out and nothing spectacular because, again, I wanted it to look almost like a lot. But again, Funland is kind of rustic, so I didn't want to use pavement. I wanted to keep the same theme, so humongous pile of path laid down to mimic parking lot. The storefront is kind of being used in the backdrop as the place where you go in and you discuss purchasing said used car. I thought that we had them already from other builds. Why not use them? They look cool, and again, I'm trying to use as many of the new items as possible. Right here, this is a cool thing. I didn't even think about it until I did it. This is like a functioning area now because I made a workbench to put on the side of the side of the lot that's going to be used for car parts, but that's functioning. We can totally use that to craft and build, so that's awesome. This now becomes a functioning area where I don't have to worry about carrying around any sort of workbench or going to the one that I've way on the other side of the island. They're just kind of being sporadically placed in builds now, and that's so much fun. It's kind of like my wooden shed that I carry around with me everywhere. That's my like next favorite thing. It's really awesome. I think I need to place those sporadically throughout the island too. All right, here comes the placing of the junker cars, because as you can tell by those really awesome rusted fences, this side that Poppy is on right now is obviously going to be the parts side, which is why I kind of made it a little different. You saw on the shape there, I kind of made it L-shaped. That way the smaller section was like the parts section. So we're just putting in the torn apart, broken down used cars, throwing in the tires, the gas pump, which I just realized was two-sided. By the way, if you saw that, I put it down, took it down, flipped it around, and then went, oh, it's double-sided. Doesn't matter what way it goes. Now back to decorating the front of the used car section, putting in some of the curved street lamps. And I love that we can go to Harv's Island, because sourcing things before used to be really, really difficult. You could find sites, you could try trading with people, you could hope to get lucky going over to someone's island that might have them, maybe they buy them for you. But really nothing is out of the realm of possibility with Harv's Island. Going to see Cyrus, he can turn anything into any color. Street lamps before, that was such a big thing for me. I had like my stash of black and my stash of white, but now if I want to make a build and I want a specific color, you just need to go visit Cyrus on Harv's Island, and all of a sudden you have every color available to you. Does it cost a little bit? Yes. Is it worth it? 100%. It has made it so much nicer to do builds like this. Obviously, you can tell I wanted to keep within that same rusty color, so I was able to make the streetlights brown. Boom. They match. Everything is great. I was super, super happy with that. Now I love the party light arches. Again, they has that whole cheesy used car lot feel. You can see the signage going in now, by the way. And again, I made the signs myself. They're very plain, but I couldn't find anything that said used cars or parts. And again, I needed this lot to say used cars and parts. So we made our own, and I think it worked out. It looks all right. Back to my little, oh, by the way, obviously there is a fishing tournament going on. So right now the residents are kind of standing around in the way. Not that I blame them, they're fishing, they're doing their thing. But it made it really difficult to go back and forth to my shed to get what I needed, but we work around them because we love them dearly. Apple's been with us forever. Julian's amazing. We just did Julian's house and yard. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. It turned out really, really nice. I was really happy with it. I'm having a lot of fun doing the yards. I love doing these builds, like the fun builds, but being able to go and do the actual residence interior of the houses to match the exterior of the house and doing the yard has just been so much fun. Plus you get Nook miles for it. So, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. Sorry, we had to do a quick run to the store there because I ran out of customization kits. I didn't think we'd be needing that many. But then I saw some other things that I wanted to add. So, like these banners also saying used cars, adding them onto the streetlights because I love lights. Now it's a matter of finding where do I want to put them. I was going to put them behind, didn't like that. Ran around, decided right at the front. Looked really good. Had to dig up some plants. But I love it. As much banners as I can put up that says used cars and parts. Awesome. Because again, this is cheesy. I wish I could make a commercial. Funland used cars and parts. But it is so cute. Like, you can see it coming together. That's where I tried to push Julian. Sorry, Julian. And all he did was end up talking to me, which is great. But now you can see the basic design of the used cars and parts is put together. Now it's just a little bit of extra decorating, a few extra garden lanterns, some plants at the top just to kind of shape out the backdrop of the building. I only put that backdrop up because, again, there's houses and residential behind it, and I just kind of wanted to keep it separate. But you can see our little used car lot and parts lot completely done. I think it looks so cute. I had a lot of fun building this one. It was just such a fun little area. It's different, it's unique. I got to utilize so many of the new items, which was really, really fun. There you have it. Used car part, parts part, all of the vehicles you can get. I want to thank you guys though for watching with me for this, for liking and subscribing, and we'll definitely be back with more videos.